All right, shalom, shalom. Back with another video. But first and foremost, want to give our praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who rule well. And shalom out to the hopeful elect, man, scattered abroad and making a continent election sure. Salutation to you, brothers. You very few sisters, man. But, not too long of a lesson, man. Quick lesson. And as you can see on the title of the article, man, kind of gonna go into the motb, man, and Esau pushing in, this digital, identification, and this digital currency system, man. What Esau doing away with the money, doing away with the dollar, ultimately the whole world, coming into that, that digital phase to where, the motb is gonna be pushed out, man. I really haven't come up with a title through the spirit, but it's gonna be in the nature of, just thinking about it. I was thinking, whatever the Lord put on me to name it, but most likely it'll be somewhere in the effect of, through digital technologies, they're sneaking through the motb, so it may be that, who knows. But again, the title is like I say, it could be the title, but through digital technology, they're sneaking through the motb, because that's basically what Esau is doing, man. Through this digital technology, with this digital identification system and digital currency, man. With this implement of the biometric buying system, man, things of that nature, which we finna go into with these few articles. They trying to sneak up the motb, man. And brothers got to be aware of these type things and aware of these situations and watching, man. Stay on your watchtower, man. Because we know it's a lot going on. It's taking place in the earth, man. You got a lot of pestilence going out. You got a lot of things going on the earth, man, concerning war and rumors of wars. You still got the motb to come in effect, one of the next major prophecies, man. And you got things heating up, man, on the earth, man, between, the people, different laws coming to pass. And I want to say the election, if I'm not mistaken, the election coming up this year, man. So you got a lot of things brewing in the pot, man. So brothers got to stay alert, on top of these things, man. Stand in your watchtower, man. Especially, on top of the motb, knowing that that's one of the next big prophecies to come to pass, before the end of the world, man. Before World War III can pop off, before the Battle of Armageddon, the war to end our wars, before the nukes come, and set this place on fire, man. And the motb must come to pass, man. But without further ado, man, like I said, we got a couple articles we'll get into, and then we got a few precepts we'll grab. Lord willing, this video is edifying. But as you can see on the screen, man, this first article I want to jump into. The title of it, as you read, it says the countdown has begun to bring about a global digital ID and digital currency, man. So like they tell you, man, the countdown, it's already started, man. These devils have already been planning these things, man, to implement, this motb, through this global digital ID and digital currency, man. So we'll read a little bit of this article. Starting off here, I highlighted. Let's see. Read from the top. It says dozens of national governments are joining with the United Nations in billionaire population control fanatic Bill Gates. It says on a global program to impose digital public infrastructure, the DPI, it says on their citizens within 5 years, man. So like they telling you, these devils planning within the next 5 years, teaming up with the UN and Bill Gates, and they planning to impose that digital public infrastructure, man. So basically they're gonna change the whole infrastructure or the way things going and how people live with this new digital ID and digital currency that they want to put in place, man. Which we know these devils just want to put in, implement that motb, man. That beast system. But continue reading, it says this DPI includes central bank digital currencies, the CBDCs. It says digital identification, comprehensive data systems, and more, and all functional across national borders. So they want to push this across all national borders, man. And pursuant to the scripture which we'll grab later in Revelation, man, to the prophecy, we know that this motb it's gonna cause, like the scripture says, it's gonna cause all, man, not just in America, but all. It's gonna happen all over the world. That's another article we'll touch in here soon, just to prove that and show that, But continue reading, it says the new scheme unveiled late last year and moving ahead rapidly. is known as 50 and 5 because 50 governments expect to have the Orwellian digital infrastructure of tyranny in place within 5 years, So they're planning to have this digital infrastructure, man, in the next 5 years, man. This thing kind of moving rapidly. And these devils think it's on their time, but we know everything that's going on is through the will of the Lord, man. It's all through the prophecy of Yahweh Bashmi Abishai and what he want done, man. In the time of day he want done, man. So it could be the next 5 years. It could be 1 year, It could be 6, 7 months. It could be 20 years. Who knows, man? It's out of the Lord's will, man. But either way, we know for sure that the prophecies are going to come to pass, man. But continue reading on. Let's see if you want to grab what else can we get off of this. We'll read this, I guess. This little paragraph. It says, almost a dozen governments, including numerous corrupt kleptocracies and socialist regimes, have volunteered their populations to serve as first mover countries so far. So, you got different regimes and people, kleptocracies, and they volunteering to be the first movers, man, to go ahead and engage in this digital ID system and this digital currency system, man, and this whole infrastructure, Now, let's see, I guess we'll read a little bit of this. Yeah, it's pretty much. Yeah, I want to hit the key points on this, but let's read it. Let's get into it, man. We'll start at the top. Highlight it for y'all, so like you. But read it from the top. It says, however, the UN assumption is that every government will eventually impose this on every person on Earth. This is clearly expressed throughout its announcements, man. So they tell you through the announcements, that the government, they're going to impose this on every person on Earth. Like I said just a second ago, man, this is not going to just be something that's going on in America or Babylon. This is going to be imposed on all people of the Earth, man, And that's according, to the scripture and revelations, man, to the prophecy, man, Continuing on, it says all countries, regardless of the income level, geography, or where they are in their digital transformation journey, can benefit from being a part in the 50 and 5. It says the UN agency behind the scheme joining the campaign helps ensure countries don't have to take DPI implementations alone or start from scratch, So they basically, trying to make this thing look like a good thing, man. Like they saying it don't matter, how far the different countries or places is, with their digital transformation journey, but they trying to make it seem as, they gonna make it seem as, because, the prophecy must come to pass, but they're gonna make it seem as this, all people can benefit from this, man. It's not, like I said, it's not just gonna be a Babylonian thing or, a Canadian thing or something that's going on over in China. This is gonna be all across the world, This is gonna make it seem as, the whole world could benefit from this, man. But continue reading. Trying to highlight it. So like it says, led by the UN development program, the UNPD or UNDP. So like it says, the new digital infrastructure is being framed as a tool to accelerate the imposition of the highly controversial UN 2030 agenda sustainable development goals, referred to in 2015 by key UN leaders as the master plan for humanity. So it shows you how far back these devils been planning. Like it says, it's referred to in the 2015 by the key UN leaders. So this has been going on and been planned since 2015 by the some key UN leaders, man. It says what? As the master plan for humanity, man. So these are the plans that this devil, Esau Edom, has planned for the humanity of people, man. And we all know that this devil, everything that come out of his mouth is a lie. To the people, it's going to seem as it's good. It's going to seem sweet. It's going to seem as it's to benefit the people. What we know is to benefit in the help Esau Edom, man. Especially these elites, these top devils, man. So they can profit off the backs of the people, man. It's gonna help them, their wealth and their health, man. It's not really gonna prosper for the people as much as the people think it is, man. But they're gonna make it seem that way, Because we know in the scriptures, like I tell you, man, but mostly pursuing the Jacob. But we know that this devil gonna come out with great wrath, man. Nothing that these people set up or do, this definitely not gonna help us, man, in any kind of way. It's not gonna help Jacob Eve prosper in any kind of way, man. We're not gonna build a benefit off of nothing that this devil do, because it's our wickedness, man. But continuing on, it says, are they known? The SDGs call for the global wealth redistribution and drastically more government power over people's lives at all levels. China has boasted of playing a crucial role in developing the plan. And then it says Gates, I guess it's referring to Bill Gates. It says Gates celebrated the role of these technologies in imposing the UN SDGs on humanity. The G20 reached a groundbreaking consensus on the role of digital public infrastructure as a critical accelerator of the sustainable development goals. He said on X, that's what they call Twitter. It says, I'm optimistic about the potential of DPI to support a safer, healthier, and more just world. So of course you got this devil Bill Gates, man. In to support this, man. In to support this, the digital infrastructure, man. He's in, of course, these top elites, these devils like Bill Gates, the Rockefellers and so on and so forth. They're going to be in on, pushing the MOTB, man. Through whatever they gotta, push it through, whether it's through the CDBDCs, or whether it's through whatever, they got planned, man. They're going to be with pushing it, but that's all a part of the Lord's will, man, so that the prophecy must come to pass, And they even mentioned the Rockefellers here. Let's see, reading this last paragraph, it says the whole program is being guided by the UN and elitist. So they even tell you, man, this whole program is being guided by the UN and the elites, man. And I can tell you, including Gates and others such as the Rockefellers, man. So they telling you, man, this out of the horse's mouth. And they were telling you, man, hey, this whole thing is being guided by these UN, these top elites, man. Including Bill Gates and others such as the Rockefellers, long-time financiers of globalism. It says eugenics, or how you pronounce that word. It says in population control schemes, multiple front groups steered by such control oligarchs were created for the purpose, but U.S. and European taxpayers are being conscripted to foot much of the bill via UN agencies and international development banks, I guess we'll read I want to finish this right here. It says, if not stopped, critics say the new site of the digital public goods and infrastructure will create a technological, it says, panopticon, allowing for total surveillance and control over all people everywhere, man. So ultimately, and that's all these devils want. They want total control over the people, man. They don't want nobody to be able to be free thinkers, to think on their own, or to do things on their own. They want you to be able to buy what they want you to buy, when they want you to buy it, how they want you to buy it. You're not going to be able to buy too much of something. How you can just go to the store and buy how many carts of milk you want, or buy how many, loaves of bread you want, or whatever, the case may be. They're going to be able to control all of that, man. You're not going to be able to go to the store and buy this much of this, or do this when you want to do that. You basically going to be operating through the system of the beast system. How Esau wants you to think, how he wants you to move, how he wants you to operate, man. You're going to believe what he wants you to believe. He wants you to believe that a man could be a woman. You're going to have to believe a man could be a woman. He wants you to believe a woman could be a man. A man or a woman can identify as a dog or rabbit. That's what he going to want you to believe, Because he going to have control over these things, man. It ain't going to be no more paper money. It ain't going to be no more paper Social Security cards, and you going to get a job, and you got to show them your Social Security card. You got to show them your birth certificate. It's not going to be there. It's all going to be digital, man. They already going to have they going to have your whole shit backed up, man, from your bank account to your Social Security to your, your ID number, all these type things, man. Through this whole beast system, they're going to have you in a little system, man, That way they're going to control you, man. They're going to have that surveillance over you, like it's saying. That control over all people, man. But that's pretty much the kick I wanted to get up on this. It's going in a little more on different things, But that's pretty much, what I wanted to get out of this article, man. Again, this article was called "The Countdown Has Begun to Bring About a Global Digital Idea and Digital Currencies," man. And we'll kind of get into that, a little long side here, in the precepts. But it's pretty much, it for that article. Let's jump to the next one. Because it's basically telling you, man, showing you how these devils, they trying to push that MOTB, through these digital technologies, man. Through these CDBCs, man. Through, that digital identification system, through this whole digital infrastructure that they trying to put into place over the whole world, man. You see China moving with it. You see all these different places moving with it. Matter of fact, let's grab this article. I seen this article earlier. You already got places like Argentina here, man. They already going with it, man. You know, setting up their digital currency transactions, man. You know, setting this whole thing up. Because it's something that the whole world gonna be getting into, man. You know, you already see these different Amazon stores and different stores in these third world countries and different places where you already got people, you know, scanning to buy items with their hand, man. They already got the motb, man. You know, they already got the RFID in their hand, man. You know, soon as you already got people walking around and being tested, which we're gonna get into another article. You know, walking around with these the motb in their foreheads already, in their heads, man. You know, with this Neuralink, if I'm not mistaken, that's what it's called. You know that this Elon Musk dude, you know, this Elon Musk devil, you know, got people getting, man. You know, got people being, you know, basically crash dummies and taking it, man. You know, but we'll get into these things, you know, as the lesson goes on. But like I say, like, you've got places like Argentina, you know, go ahead and get into this thing. That just proves and show you that this motb is going to be enforced throughout the whole world, man. You know. But real fast, we'll go through this article. It says Argentina just unveiled a mandatory registry for digital currency transactions. And starting off from the top, we'll read a little bit of it. It says with the article, it says capitalist and libertarian leader Javier Milei, it says, taking power in Argentina in December 2023, many felt that his plans to rebuild the national economy and dollarize it will help Bitcoin, BTC, it says, and cryptocurrencies adoption in the country. But after a few months of his government, more regulations is coming. In late March, the Commission National de Valores in Argentina announced a new mandatory registry of the virtual asset service providers for those operating with crypto assets in the country. It says companies and individuals doing that activity now will be asked to comply with the registration approved on March 14 by the Argentine Senate as part of the amendments to current regularity framework to address the Financial Action Task Force recommendations, man. Let's see. It's something I read on this earlier I wanted to grab. You know, it says, we'll read this right here. This new requirement will affect businesses dedicated to providing several services such as buying, selling, sending, receiving, lending, or trading cryptos. Every provider should complete the registration. The regulation is not just for locally based companies, but also for those operating in the market but based everywhere. You know, it says the CNV's president, Roberto E. Silva, was crystal clear. Those who are not registered will not be able to operate in the country. After the announcements, the securities watchdog participated in a meeting with the country's main legal firms and the FinTech chamber on implementations of the registry, with some representations of local companies participating. You know, so they basically tell you, man, you know, over there in Argentina, setting up this new, setting up their new digital currency, you know, that they got setting up. They telling you that everybody, you know, in that market, operating in that market, you know, not just locally, like you said, everybody that's in that market of companies, they got to go ahead and be, you know, get registered in that, man. You know that the regulations not just for the local people, for the local market, but it's for everybody. And like they said, their president, the CNV president, he says what those who are not registered will not be able to operate in the country. You know, that's going to be the same way it's going to be over here, man. You know, really worldwide. If you don't, you know, apply and comply to the terms of the motb, you know, in the system that they're setting up, you're not going to be a part of that system. You're not going to be a part of that, you know, of their world. And that's why the scriptures are going to roughly paraphrasing, telling us to be ready to be as pilgrims on the earth, man. You know, pursuing the second address, if I'm not mistaken, man. You know, because what? You know, like a pilgrim, he ain't want to go. He ain't want to run, man. He doing what he got to do here. He doing what he got to do there, man. He not really of the world, of that society. We're not going to be in terms, in agreement with the society, man, with the world, you know, and the things that they're going to be pushing and promoting, man. You know, we're not going to be able to bow down to the image of the beast, man. You know. But that's pretty much what I want to touch on for this article. You know, just to really to go in and prove and show you, you know, how this thing is going to be a global thing that all people is going to have to take the MOTB, man. Real quick, we can jump into this one. Going into what I was saying earlier about, the Neuralink, I want to say that, like I said earlier, what's that guy name? Just slipped out of my head. The Elon Musk dude, the one who owned, X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Going into with him, giving implements of the brain chips already, man, in trials and stuff like that. But this article, the title of this article, says the Neuralink rival Citron is recruiting patients for a large brain chip clinical trial. And let's see, it says Brooklyn-based brain chip startup Synchron launched a registry Monday to recruit patients and healthcare providers ahead of a planned large-scale clinical trial. So they're aiming to recruit patients and healthcare providers, man. So it's gonna be your doctors, and nurses and people healthcare in that field. And they planning to go ahead and to go ahead and get them on the clinical trial, in the large scale. So. And it says Brooklyn based, so, right there in the big city of New York, man. They go ahead and, trying to go ahead and get these people, first, man. It says the company, a rival to Elon Musk, Neuralink, produces a brain implement known as a brain-computer interface. And as you see, it says the BCI, it says that helps paralyzed patients control electronic devices like computers and smartphones with their thoughts, man. So you're going to have these different companies and different people like Elon Musk, because they're saying that this is his rival, and they coming out with these different, these different brain implants that's helping the paralyzed, man. It's helping paralyzed patients do what? Control electronic devices like computers and smartphones with their thoughts, man. So these are things, and the miracles that is devil trying to work, man, through this MOTB, man, pursuing the 2 Thessalonians, which we were going to earlier. How this devil, what lying wonders, he basically opposing himself to be the Most High, man. He want to be like the Most High. He want to kind of do these miracles, man. But finishing on, it says we are thrilled to launch our community-centered BCI registry. Synchron CEO and founder Tom Oxley said in a statement, there is a grassroots movement happening with BCI. And let's see, it says, I want to get this one right here. It says the startup did not provide details on when it expect regulations to approve the clinical trial. It says Synchron backed up by investors that include Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos. So you got these elite devils like who? Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos, man. And they backing this stuff up, man. These the type of devils that's investing in this. Why? Because it's the things that they're pushing. You got to understand these same devils are the same devils that's pushing population control, man. The same devils promoting GMO foods, man. And all kind of different wickedness out here on the earth, man. It says first received approval from the Food and Drug Administration to test implants on humans in 2021, man. So they approved this back in 2021, man. Back right after the pandemic started, man. To what? To test implements on humans, man. So this is something that they've been planning, It says since then it has implemented its device on 6 patients. Before that, the company had tested its implants on 4 patients in Australia. So, not just in Argentina, but like they already tested 4 patients where in Australia, man. It says Synchron devices inserted via the jugular vein by minimally invasive surgery and sits on the surface of the brain's motor cortex. It says Neuralink's device is implanted by a surgical robot that threads electrodes in the cerebral cortex region of the brain. So it's going into how they implement these chips into your brain, into your forehead, man. Because like the scriptures say, pursuing the Revelations 13, those who take the mark of the MOTB in their right hand and in their foreheads, man, their brain, man. But that's pretty much on that article. Let's grab this last article, and we'll grab these few precepts and wrap it up, man. But it's the last one I want to grab, because it's just showing you, again, just showing you, through these articles, how they're trying to push this MOTB through these digital technologies, man. Through this, this digital identification system, through these digital currencies, man. That's what they trying to sneak up the MOTB through, man. And it's really on the way, man. You just got to be on the watch for it. But this is the last article, and like I say, the title of it reads, Visa says Palm biometrics payments have promising future, So everybody got a Visa card. So this is Visa, they trying to team up with the biometric payments, man. Having promising future. And as you can see it, the scanning of your hand, man. And actually we're gonna pull up a little clip, a little short clip after this article. Just showing you and going into that, how that's gonna be, happening in the near future, man. How you're not gonna be able to buy or sell, without the MOTB, how you're not gonna be able to go in the store and just grab stuff off the counter no more. You're gonna need that, the MOTB in your hand or your forehead, man. The scan and get these things, man, by these biometric payments, man. But going into it says payment giant Visa showcase is paid by Palm biometric payment technology at an event marketing the transformation of its Singapore Innovation Center last week. During the event, visitors were invited to use the palm reader and link their signature to their payment card for a transaction. The future of biometric payments is promising and is set to revolutionize the retail experience, says Kanal Chatterjee, head of the innovation of the Visa Asia Pacific. They said the technology is still relatively nascent and most likely won't become mass market for a while. He adds various factors influence the acceptance of biometric payments, including regulation, technology, and consumer acceptance, which often depends on the market, So basically, he's just going into, man, hey, how this thing, the future of it is promising, man, and seeing how it's still relatively it's out there influence on what the acceptance of the the biometric payments, including the regulations of technology and consumer acceptance. So basically they got to make it look good for the people, man, so that the people accept this, man. And it was more convenient, and comfortable and look good for the people, to accept this, so it can go forward on the market, man. Because Esau still got to make his money, still got to profit off you taking the MOTB, man. And basically just going into how they setting this thing up. I don't want to really read too much out of this article. But like you said, man, as you see it here, it says Visa says Palm biometric payments have promising future, man. So you see these devils setting up the stage for the MOTB to come, man. We know it's not all the way here. It's not all the way implemented yet. Everybody hasn't took it yet. Everybody isn't, it ain't really implemented yet in every city all across the globe yet. But it's soon to come, man. We see these devils setting the stage for it. They setting the table for it, man. So brothers got to be on the watch for the MOTB, man. And let's pull up this short clip real quick, just showing you.
Can somebody enlighten me?
Let me see if the volume up. I'm kind of sure if you hear.
What's going on here? In Walgreens.
I'm gonna start it back from the top. So like
if
you can't hear the video, I hope you brothers can hear the video though.
Then this is where our drink. Can somebody enlighten me on what's going on here? In Walgreens, there are these coolers, and this is where our drinks used to, we can just open it up and grab. Now it's kind of like all cartooned all the way down. So if you look here, then I'm looking here, and there's a sensor there and a sensor there. It says, wave your hand. Voice assistant coming soon. Okay? Pretty soon these doors aren't going to be opening. Really thick, actually, but this is where the food is. So what do you think this means for us as people of the United States of America? What does it mean? Wave your hand. Look at that. Why would that be on a door just to get drinks? Just saying. And it's all the way down. Watch your money. Can somebody enlighten me on what?
And there you have it, man. They're just showing you how they got these different stores already set up, in place to get people ready for the MOTB, man. They got these different stores set up already for you to get ready and get comfortable for the MOTB, man. These stores wouldn't be set up like this for you to, have to wipe your hand for the door to open or just for you to get supplies, man. Like you say, it's looking out, everything looking digital. You got digital screens now, man. It ain't like the clear screens where you go in, you actually see the product behind the clear door. It's digital. It's showing you what they got back there. I guess the quantity of what they got back there, different things of that nature. And you got to wave your hand just for it to open up. And soon you're going to have that chip, man. Soon enough, you're going to have that chip and your hand on your forehead, to even get in there and buy something, man. You don't have to wave the chip across just to get in there and buy something, man. Just as you see the lady right there waving her hand just for it to open up, you know. So this is the near future, you know. That's to come, man. But let's go ahead and get into these scriptures, man. And the first, you know, of course, the first, you know, scripture I want to get into the Revelation, pursuant to the prophecy. So this is Revelation 13, starting at verse 14, reading down. It says, "And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do so in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they shall make an image to the beast which had the wound by sword and did live." Verse 15, it says, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast shall both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast shall be killed." You know, verse 16 getting to the point, because you know, verse 14 and 15 just going into you, showing you how these devils were given power to set up this image of the beast, man. You know, but verse 16 it says what? "And he causeth all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads," man. So it's telling you, man, he causeth what? All, man. Hey, both small and great, man. Rich and poor. So no matter what kind of level, you know, status that you are in life, you're going to have to receive this mark, man. You know, he's going to cause you to get this mark. It says what? Free and bond. So you got to hold those that's free, especially those that's already incarcerated or in jail, you know. They ain't really no hope for these type of people that's locked up, man. It says free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, you know. So you're not going to be able to buy or sell without this mark, man, without this motb, you know. And that's why, you know, through the digital setting up of the digital identification and the digital currencies, man, that's where you can see how they setting up this motb to come in through that, man, you know. You know, we know that the RFID chip is the motb, but we showing you how through the digital identification system and through the digital currencies, man, the CDBCs, they setting up the motb, man, you know. Because like the scripture telling you, like the prophecy is telling you what, that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So without this motb that they implementing, that they soon to implement, you're not going to be able to buy or sell, man, you know, unless you have that mark, man, you know. And that's, you know, that's what this devil doing, man. But let's grab this second verse real fast. 2 Corinthians 2:11. And as it reads, it says, 2 Corinthians 2:11, "Lest Satan shall get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices," man. You know, so Satan, hey, he not taking advantage of you, you know. Or he gonna take advantage of you if you're not watching, but he not gonna take advantage of you if you watching, man, if you diligent, you know. And you seeing, you know, and understanding the times we're living in and understanding how this devil trying to implement this motb through the digital currencies, the digital identification system, man. You know, read it again. 2 Corinthians 2:11, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices," man. So hey, we showing you, man. And we showing you this devil devices, how he trying to, you know, sneak, you know, slither in the motb, you know, through these different, you know, digital infrastructures, you know, different plots and schemes, man. You know, through these little, you know, getting brain chips, you know, and brain links and stuff of this nature, man. That's how this devil trying to sneak it in, trying to make it convenient for you. Just like you seen with the lady in the grocery store. They want to make it convenient for you, man. You know, so that you kind of like it. You kind of, you know, you getting used to it. You know, you want to take the chip, you know. They gonna set it up basically like I've been saying. Like me and my brother always talk about, you know, Esau's kind of gonna set it up, set the system up to really kind of where you have no choice but to bow down to the system, man. You know, you're not, cause like I was saying, man, you're not gonna be able to go into your store and get these things unless you have that chip. You know, you're not gonna be able to go get that job. You know, you're not gonna be able to go into your bank account. You know, you're not gonna be able to go into, you know, your insurance, your Social Security, things of that nature without that mark, man. You know, cause that's how this devil's setting it up, man. That's how he plotted it out, man. Through his schemes, through his devices, man. You know. Well, let's read the book of John 8:44, man, because we already know what I just finna tell you. This devil's a liar, man. You know, because like the scriptures telling you, man, the devil's a liar. But like you looking into the articles, like I say, he gonna make it seem as everything's okay. He gonna make it. It's like he give you that feel good story, man. You know, like this is the help. You know, the better the place, the better the world. You know, getting rid of the dollar, putting in the, you know, putting in the CBDCs, putting in the digital identification, man. You know, he's gonna have that feel good story, you know what, so you can take it, man. But this is John 8:44. It says, "You are your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and bold not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is the liar and the father of it." You know, that's kind of the point I really wanted to get was what? For he is a liar and the father of it, man. Because we already know that these devils are they liars, man. And what? They the father of it. Like another scripture say, or if we paraphrase, I want to say it's in Psalms, what? From the womb, these devils go speaking lies, man. You know? And then it's another scripture, roughly paraphrase, I want to say in Psalms also, what it says that their intent in their heart is that they believe that their houses shall dwell forever. So these devils, they planning for their houses, they planning to dwell forever. They planning to be here forever in Babylon, you know. They planning, you know, and they mind that they empire, you know, that their infrastructure is going to forever continue, man. You know, that they forever going to have power, and they forever going to be here, man. You know, so that's why they setting all these different, you know, different inventions, man, these different things, you know what, so that they can try to continue on their empire, man. But we already know through the will of the Lord, like how about you outside, man, he ain't gonna do nothing. As they build up, what he gonna do? He gonna throw down, man. He gonna tear his kingdom down, man. Bit by bit, piece by piece, man, little by little, you know, which he already doing. But let's go to John 10 and chapter 10. This is John 10 and 10. It says, "What? The thief cometh not, but for to steal, to kill, and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they may have it more abundantly." Reading again, John 10 and 10, the thief. Who is that thief, man? This devil, man. Esau, Edom, man. And really the other nations as a whole, but mainly Esau, Edom. It says what? The thief cometh what? Not but for to steal, to kill, and to destroy, man. That being the point. This devil don't want to come and do nothing but what? For to steal, to kill, and destroy. Because he just want power over all nations, man. He want power over all, man, and how people think and operate, man. You know, he want power, like I said earlier, he want power over your money, your bank account, you know, what you spend your money on, how you spend your money. He want power over all that, man. So and he ain't doing nothing but what? Coming for the steal, the killing, the lie. And we just read in chapter 8. And he ain't nothing but a liar, man, the father of it. So he gonna come with that feel good story with those soothe words, man. But in his heart it's ill intent, man, you know. Let's go to 2 Thessalonians, man. What we were talking about earlier, you know, referring to this scripture. I want to say chapter 2. So this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. I'm going to start at 3. I'll probably read down maybe 10. But this is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 3. And it reads, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except they come a falling away first, that a man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." Referring to what? Esau, Edom, man. You know, he's being revealed slowly but surely. It says what? And this is how you know it's Esau, Edom, man. Verse 4, it says what? "Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worship," man. That's what this devil do. He exalts himself above all that is called the Most High. Excuse me, like you. It says, or that is worship, so that he is as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. "Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know that withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time, you know, was surely coming." It says, for the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord will consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy the brightness of his coming. Even whose cometh is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, man. So this devil's coming is after the what? The working of Satan, man. And you know, you go into that word, the devil or Satan, it means what? To be a deceiver, a liar, man. You know, a sorcerer. He says, well, what? With all power and signs and lying wonders, man. You know, so he's going to come with these different signs and lying wonders, man. We already know this devil got, you know, all kind of tricks up his sleeve. He got the Blue Beam Project, you know, up his sleeve. He's going to have false comings, you know, false comings of the Lord, Savior. You know, he's going to, you know, lie to the people. He's gonna make it like, you know, even with the motb, like I said, with the brain, with the Neuralink thing, with the brain link thing. That's one of the lying wonders and signs. They showing you, you know, how the damn a freaking I just went out of my mind. A freaking a person that's paralyzed can, you know, control different, you know, devices, you know, what they thoughts, man. Or a chip or a device gonna, cause somebody that's paralyzed to walk, or cause somebody that's deaf can hear and speak. These are those lying wonders, man. These those signs and lying wonders, man. That this devil, that's showing himself as the Most High. That's what he coming with, man. And even verse 10, I'm gonna read verse 10. It says what? And with all deceivableness and unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, and that they might be saved. Because what these devils coming with, their all deceivableness and unrighteousness, man. Because these devils, hey, they gonna deceive you. They trick you, man. And they trying to trick basically that's what they doing. They tricking the world, with this not with MOTB, but with the MOTB, but with the MOTB through what the digital identification system and through the digital currency, man. They're gonna trick the world and everybody, into taking this thing and making it seem as it's a good thing, man. But Lord willing, brothers watching and staying strong, that they don't take the MOTB, man. Stand on their watchtower and being diligent, man. But with that right there, man, it pretty much wraps up this lesson, man. And Lord willing, this video is edifying, through the spirit Yahweh Bashim Yahweh. But until next time, man, I'm finish off giving our praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakakodash. Again, double honor to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. And to the elect, I say shalom.